The F1 series, which consists of numerous teams that develop, produce, and compete with cars in accordance with predetermined rules, is frequently referred to as the highest class of international motorsport competition. This formula was specifically designed to encourage innovation and originality within the sport and changes each year. Here are 10 of the most recognizable Formula One vehicles ever. Number 10, Ferrari Tipo 500. The Ferrari Tipo 500 was conceptually a Formula 2 racing car when the official World Championship was run under F2 regulations. Aurelio Lampredi designed this marvel of engineering, which assisted the team in winning 2 drivers and 2 constructors' titles. The Ferrari Tipo 500 was a single-seat Formula 2 car with a tubular frame and twin wishbones for the front and back suspensions. It also had a Lampredi L4 engine and a 4-speed manual transmission. Ascari set a record in the 500 by winning 7 straight World Championship races, which Sebastian Vettel eventually surpassed in 2013. The streak is increased to 9 if the 1953 Indianapolis 500 is taken into account, which was run under a different formula and in which Ascari was not entered. Number 9, Lotus 72. The Lotus 72 was developed by Colin Chapman and Maurice Philippe for the 1970 Formula One season. Side pods on this new Lotus vehicle had inboard brakes and side-mounted radiators. The naturally aspirated V8 in the Lotus 72 could generate over 440 horsepower at more than 10,000 revolutions per minute. The result of Chapman's work was one of the most impressive and successful designs in F1 history. An automobile that was years ahead of its rivals was made employing the stressed engine arrangement technology from the Lotus 49 in combination with cutting-edge aerodynamics. The anti-dive suspension geometry, which was meant to stop the car's nose from having to dip significantly under braking, and the anti-squat setup at the rear, which was meant to stop the car from squatting down under acceleration, initially caused issues with the car's handling that had to be fixed. From 1970 through 1975, this car served as Lotus's foundation. During this time, Lotus was successful in winning 3 Constructors' Championships and 2 Drivers' Championships. This included 39 podium places and almost 20 victories. Number 8, McLaren Honda MP44. The MP44 was one of McLaren's most well-known Formula One cars in history. The McLaren MP44's turbocharged V6 engine was built using a carbon fiber honeycomb monocoque, double wishbone suspension, and a 6-speed manual transmission. This engine was developed in collaboration with Honda, and it could produce between 650 and 700 horsepower at more than 12,000 revolutions per minute. Both Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost compete in F1 racing, with Senna ultimately winning the 1988 Drivers' Championship. Number 7, Williams FW14B. Williams developed the FW14B and made its Formula One debut with it in 1992, winning a season-high 9 races. Mansell's Williams vehicle was successful in winning the 1992 Drivers' Championship. The Williams was powered by a Renault V10 engine, which can produce over 700 horsepower at 12,000 revolutions per minute. For the 1992 season, active suspension was used in place of the pushrod inboard spring suspension of the 1991 model. Number 6, Benetton B195. Ross Brawn, a seasoned Formula One driver, developed the Benetton B195. The Renault-powered B195, which was powered by a V10 engine capable of producing over 675 horsepower at more than 15,000 revolutions per minute, won the 1995 Formula One World Championship. In 1995, Michael Schumacher used the B195 to become the first driver to win the World Championship. The exceptional race car finished first in 11 of its 17 races, earning 4 pole positions and 8 awards for best lap times. Number 5, Ferrari F2002. Undoubtedly one of the most well-liked and successful Formula One cars in recent memory is the Ferrari F2002. For the Formula One World Championships 2002 campaign, Scuderia Ferrari Marlboro designed and built the Ferrari F2002. The Ferrari F2002 replaced the F2001 with a naturally aspirated 3-liter V10 and a brand new 7-speed automatic transmission. During the 2002 and 2003 racing seasons, this model won 15 races, with its engine producing 835 horsepower at over 17,000 revolutions per minute. Ferrari was able to win both the manufacturers' and drivers' championships at the same time thanks to 28 podium finishes, 11 pole positions, and 15 fastest lap awards. Number 4. Brawn BGP001. Brawn is one of the most notable and effective Formula One teams in history. This is due to Brawn's ability to properly navigate the new rules in 2009 and win both the constructors' and drivers' titles in their first and only season in Formula One. The Mercedes-Benz 2.4-liter, normally aspirated V8 in the Brawn BGP001 used a wishbone and pushrod suspension. The 750 horsepower engine was developed for several of the cars on the grid that year, but Brawn's dynamic aerodynamic package made it effective, and as a result, the team won their first and only Constructors' Championship, while Jenson Button won his lone Drivers' Championship. Number 3. Red Bull RB9. Red Bull sells energy drinks. It does not sell automobiles. On the other side, the RB9 is without a doubt one of the most recognized and well-known Formula One vehicles in recent memory. The over 750 horsepower Renault-powered RB9, which was built for the 2013 Formula One season. Despite Red Bull's unblemished run, the 2013 Formula One season was extremely competitive as a development war between certain top teams. After placing first and sixth in the opening race, Red Bull had a lot of work to do in the second half of the season. This gave Vettel the opportunity to sweep 9 straight Grand Prix and win his 4th consecutive World Championship. Number 2. Mercedes F1 W05 Hybrid. Despite being Mercedes-Benz's 6th F1 car, the W05 was also their first model to take home a championship. The Mercedes W05, which was built by some of the top F1 engineers, was the first F1 car featuring a hybrid drivetrain. The 1.6-liter hybrid V6 engine's ERS technology and electric motor provided extra power. It generated more than 800 horsepower. With the aid of a turbocharged engine and carbon fiber body, Mercedes won their first ever Constructors' and Drivers' Championship. In 2014, the W05 won 16 of the 19 races. The W05 finished with 16 victories, 31 podiums, 18 pole positions, and 12 fastest lap awards altogether, with Hamilton and Rosberg taking first and second in 11 of them. As a result, it ranks as one of the most successful and dominant F1 cars ever. Number 1. Mercedes-AMG W11 EQ Performance. At the time, the Mercedes-Benz F1 team was the dominant force in the sport. The Mercedes W11 took it to a completely new level, thanks to the development of dynamic new motorsport technologies and the refinement of the turbo hybrid power unit for the 2020 season. Despite the criticism, Mercedes developed a dual-axis steering system, or DAS, for the 2020 Formula One season. By pushing and pulling on the steering wheel, the driver can change the angle of the front wheels. The change in angle allowed for more grip in some portions of the track, which led to a truly dominant performance in the 2020 season. As a result, Lewis Hamilton drove the W11 to victory in 13 out of the 17 races to win the World Drivers' Championship, tying his previous record. We sincerely hope you appreciated the information in today's video. If you want to show your support, click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our top-notch videos.